Now, the number one characteristic of a narcissistic woman, and in this case a wife, is that she is blind to every negative thought, behaviors, or attitudes that she may bring into the equation. To her, the world would be a much better place if everyone else thought like she does. A narcissist will trample all over your boundaries any day, anytime. She is unable to see all the toxicity that she brings into the marriage and the suffering that she causes everyone else. Being in marriage with a narcissist brings out the worst in everyone else, as she is unable to see the interconnectedness between her bad character and the reaction she is getting from those around her. As we mentioned, a narcissist will destroy everything and everyone else in her path and yet be the perfect victim through her own lenses. It was everyone else who wronged her while she was alone, innocent, and minding her own business. Catherine Wambui Mbugua. How many people was she not in good terms with again? Okay. The husband explains that after a while, she and him couldn't meet mentally as their thoughts grew apart. The sister-in-law and Catherine were never in good terms for whatever reasons Catherine gave. The children despise their mother to date, sad but true. While she accused the son of attempted murder, a family meeting had to be held for Catherine to even consider taking her own child, her own daughter, to school. Then she'll come online crying that her children had either been brainwashed or bewitched. By whom? By whom, Catherine, if not yourself? Catherine was also not in good terms with her mother and father-in-law. She couldn't even call or visit them to know how the children were faring after dumping them with these parents. Then she'll come online crying that her children were taken from her without her consent or knowledge. Children that were picked from her dumping site. How could she have known? And let's even begin or try to assume that Jane Muthoni and Catherine were best of friends, which Jane Muthoni vehemently denies. But how did they turn from being friends to arch enemies? This woman. You are at war with all these people, but somehow you are the perfect victim, right? I thought when two or more people have nothing good to say about you, as a wise person, you're supposed to sit down and reflect inwards and see whatever negative behaviors or attitudes you're bringing into this equation. Unfortunately, narcissistic partners or narcissistic individuals are not capable of such reflection. This is why I started by saying the life of a narcissist is marked by losing consistently. The second characteristic of a narcissistic wife is that she believes that her entitlement, invalidation, superiority, control, and even defensiveness are not problematic at all. She'll push for her needs, wants, and desires without a care of who gets hurt in the process. In her story, Catherine Wambui Mbugua holds that it was the husband, Gitoka, who was selling the lands that she had acquired while working at Barclays Bank. And if you observed, she really emphasized that she worked with Barclays Bank so that you'll think she was the one with a better job. However, Gitoka was also working with Unga Limited, earning a salary and also acquiring properties. Anyways, she sells these lands and comes online crying, lamenting that it was the husband, Gitoka, the sister-in-law, and Jane Muthoni who was selling these properties without her knowledge. Now, Gitoka clarifies that it was Catherine who had sold these properties and refers us to the lands registry in Kiambu to indeed confirm that it is Catherine's signature in these documents that she was claiming it was the husband who had sold the properties. My dears, this woman is really a piece of work. Hey. What?
Hindi ndahotire guka mucii kana Kenya ndakorire maundu magarukite muno na ikora he indo imwe ciendetio iria ndeigua akiuga ni ciendetio ni andu angi kana nyitanire nao no ndi ngumuthereria haha ndimwire niwe wendetie andu aria magurire maratathi maria ma transferire migunda iyo mundu ungienda kumona no amone kana mari athie arie na andu aria magurire migunda iyo no wendirie kana no amendeirie ndana thina muingi muno nginya ndendete gukanjithia title icio no kuringana na ndakorire andu aria magurite hari na atungatiri na athuri a kanitha na andu mamenyanite mathaitha muno ngiuga kiorire ni kiorire na mundu uria wendetie ni mundu njui ni mutumia ariwe nyina wa ciana ciakwa ucio nginina mugunda uria utendetio ni ndawaturire tukigiruta taito igiri o mundu na gicigo giake